There we go. I timed that perfectly. Okay, welcome back, everyone, to another Built from Day One show. This time, just me. Kevin Love is a goat. Intro is the intro. Thank you, JBX. Um, Timberwolves win in an insanely stressful, unnecessarily stressful game. The Timberwolves do end up pulling it out and getting the dub, but barely. Um, we were down by almost 20. We were up by over 20. 52 wins is still alive. Drew. Yeah, this was a tricky one because this is a game that we should have won by a lot, and we did not. We should have won this by a lot. They didn't have a lot of their guards. They had their bigs, which obviously is a bad matchup for us. We don't match up well against bigs, but um, man, we ended up winning. Thank goodness too, because right now the West is crazy. Everyone's winning. I think I imagine if we look at like the last, yeah. So from the let's see, from the three seed to the 8 seed, it's everybody's won their last game. It's 1-1, 1-2, 1-1, 1-6. Denver's won 6 in a row. We've now won 1 in a row. The Clippers have won 3 in a row. It's a stressful time. So, it was super important to win this game. Um, but yeah, let me catch up on chat here. I told you I would come back. I got to roll in about 10 minutes. Always good chats and Discord. Yes, true JBX. Yes. Um, Chelsea, my goodness. Denver needs to stop winning. Yeah, they do. And unfortunately, they're getting healthier. It sounds like, though, Murray and Porter Jr. aren't going to be back until March or maybe even playoffs. So that hopefully won't affect us too much unless we end up playing them in the playoffs. So hopefully that's the case. Hopefully, but they do need to stop winning now because it's insane how much they're winning. Right, it's just too much. It's too much. But playoff time for them too. Yeah, that's what I thought. But man, important win though, because if you lose these games, I mean, losing to the Sixers. Okay, so let me get back into the flow of things. So we're coming off of that loss from the 76ers where me and Ashwin and many Timberwolves fans were gutted. That was a game that we should have won. We should have won that. I mean, well, we should have won it by playing at all. Instead we didn't play and we lost by 30. But you know what I mean? Like, that was a game where it was an important game to win. And I think I said something like, this loss is more than just a loss. It's like 5 losses. So I've come down from the lows of that. I'm a little bit better now. Even if we would have lost this game, I would have been a little bit better. I mean, losing this game would have been bad. But, I mean, as the days went on, I was kind of like, okay, it's a good team, obviously. I mean, watching them play the Knicks, I think Embiid had 27 free throws or something like that. So it's clearly not just an us thing. It's just them, getting everything. But they're a good team. I still think it was important to win because guess what? Everyone else was winning during that time. Doesn't matter what your strength of schedule is. You have to win at these times. Which is why it's good we won today because we still have a tricky schedule coming up. Tomorrow night we play the Cavs. JJ says if they had Garland tonight, woof, true, man. Headshot, I want Memphis versus Minnesota series so bad. See, I do. Now, Headshot, I don't know if it was you talking about this in the Discord, but I saw the highlights. I saw the dunk first, the poster dunk, and then I saw his his halftime buzzer beater. Memphis scares me, but for some reason we're able to beat them occasionally. Coming into this season, I said when we were doing the game-by-game predictions, I guessed we were going to lose every single game to Memphis. Speaking of which, Memphis is winning right now in the fourth quarter. They could. They're only a game and a half out of the 2nd seed. That is a very real possibility that we could be the 7th seed, assuming play-in stuff goes as we can hope. I think it's possible. And that would be way more fun than playing like the Cavs or the Suns, who should dominate us. Grizzlies probably should dominate us too, but I would be very down for that. I think that would be good. That'd be a good series. Be interesting. But a win tomorrow would be a win-win-win. Yeah, see, if we can beat the Cavs, we beat the Cavs. If we can beat the Warriors tomorrow, man, That would be huge. Who does Memphis play tomorrow? No. So the Memphis plays tonight, and they are. Let me just double check and make sure that I am correct. Yep, they're a game and a half behind. So if they win tonight and we win tomorrow against the Golden State Warriors, they would only be a half game out of the second seed. Now you could say, if we beat the Warriors tomorrow, that's looking pretty good. I think Draymond's still hurt, and I don't know, Wiseman or whoever, like they're just in weird shambles. But oh, and Clay is out. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So then it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we definitely want to be playing the Grizzlies versus the Golden State Warriors when it comes to playoff time, for so many reasons. I mean, not that you would hope for something like this, but realistically, Memphis gets hurt a lot, and they could be in a position where they're the 2 seed and they're not healthy. Not hoping for that, but like that is a possibility just because of how hurt they end up getting, but at the same time, I think Dylan Brooks is expected to come back by then, and that would be that would be bad for the Timberwolves. That would be bad. Steph dropping 50. They already practicing on our courts. Are they really? That's so crazy about these back-to-backs. How can we have back-to-backs where it's away then home? That's just insane to me. It should be home away, right? Or home or away. It doesn't make sense to do one or the other. I guess home away would make more sense because then you can kind of relax into that first game. You do have to travel quickly. I don't know. I guess I don't know what I would prefer as a player. Players would know better than me, but catching up on chat. Let's see. Win for back-to-back losing streaks. Yeah, that's true. Plays out and Iguodala's out, so we need vintage Edwards tomorrow. I hope so, man. Edwards came back a little bit tonight, but I have major doubts about Edwards. And maybe I'm saying that a little bit to, I said that how all the doubts that I have about Jaden, and then he's gone off since then. So wink, wink. I hate Anthony Edwards. I hope he's never on this team again. Wink, wink. So maybe tomorrow night will be really good. Maybe, now that I said that. We barely won. Godfrey says we barely won tonight. Can't understand how the Wolves match up better one team as opposed to another. Yeah, I mean, realistically, I'm worried about the playoffs. When we came out of the All-Star break and won that first game, me and Ashwin both kind of got on a high. I convinced Ashwin to get onto a high. But realistically, I mean, the play-in is a very dangerous situation right now. I don't have any confidence in winning one play-in game, let alone if we have to go 2. Like, if we lose the first one and we're at 7 or 8 seed and go to the next series, I don't have even that much confidence in that. I have more confidence in a series because if you get beat twice bad, I think you have the ability to kind of maybe come back, because I think the playoff series goes, assuming we'd be the lower, not home court seed. I mean, that would be insane for us to hit home court at this time. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be away, home, and then it's home, away, I think. So you have that possibility of coming back after getting beat twice on the road, assuming again, getting beat twice on the road, coming home and regrouping, winning a game, and giving yourself a shot. But then that fourth game would be important, and that's when good teams really show up. Third games aren't so important because, you're swinging home, away, home, whatever it may be. But the fourth game, that would be tricky. I don't know. And I feel like the Timberwolves, I actually don't even know let's see. What is our home record? Our home record is 18-12. Our road record is 15-17. Interesting. I guess we are better at home. It feels like we're better away, but I don't know. But I watch Ant's game at Denver all the time. Let's see. I'd like his bag seem more diverse. Maybe I was too high on him. Yeah, JJ, I was too high on Ant, I think, too, but maybe not. I mean, I hate giving these excuses, but like, he is 20 and that is really young. But JJ, you say it pretty well. I mean, these young players, they usually show the most development in their first couple of years, and you're usually going to know if they're going to be like a star within the first couple of years. First 2 or 3 years, really. Because beyond that, there's not that much more. You can hone in on things and like fine-tune things, but you're not going to go from being somebody that's like meh to like, wow, I'm suddenly finals MVP or something like that. Like, that's pretty rare. But But yeah, 6 of our 8 next 8 games are super winnable. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's see, what is it? Because I do feel like we had this stretch of 4 games to begin that were really tricky, but then I felt like after that it wasn't so bad. So we play the Cavs tonight, obviously won. We play Golden State tomorrow. Huge if we win, even if they're hurt. Huge win. We just have to win so many games at this point. But then you're right. After that is a really winnable stretch, especially the next 5 games after. So after we play Golden State tomorrow, we have another back-to-back Friday, Saturday, which is an away home back-to-back. But it's OKC, Portland. Then we play Portland again on Monday. Then we play OKC again on Wednesday. And then another one against the Magic on Friday. So those 5 games in a row have to be huge. Like, realistically, in this important of a time of the season, we need to be going, like, we have to be going 4-1. 3-2 is an absolute minimum, but 4-1, 5-0 really. But yeah, OKC twice. Yep, exactly. But after that, I don't know. Yeah, I already looked away. What is it? Then it's Heat, Spurs, who have been playing pretty well lately. Lakers, man, the Lakers are bad, but you get this feeling that the Lakers are going to turn it on at some point, but it's so late that I feel like they might not. I think Rob what's his last name? Rob Perez. He said something like, I'm really feeling like some like groin stiffness is happening for LeBron coming up soon, and that's what it feels like. And then we play the Bucks, the Mavs, the Suns, the Mavs. So those 5 games need to be big games for us to really lock down the 7 or 8 seed, because I do think that the Clippers have this possibility of overtaking. Yes, they're hot right now. They're getting into win now mode. Good news is the Lakers, we are now 5 games above the Lakers and the 9 seed. So 5 games above, that would take a pretty catastrophic losing streak for us. Not impossible with those 5 games after the easy 5 games. But also the Lakers would have to win like 5 in a row to really get close. It would be, I mean, with how the Lakers are playing this year, it would be insane. I mean, they just like got rid of DeAndre Jordan as the game was happening. They signed, I think, DJ Augustine or something. I don't remember. I like that signing, but I haven't seen DJ Augustine play in a long time, so I don't know if I like that signing. But yeah, you know, I mean, we still have plenty of time in the season. There's still a month and a half left. But if we can win those 4 of those 5 games after the Golden State game, I feel like at that point you've almost locked it in that you'll be a 7 or 8. I mean, we're definitely going to be in the play-in. It would have to be literally losing every game, I think, to be out of the play-in. But yeah, so what I wanted to try tonight, we're going to watch the highlights, and we'll watch them together here so that we can just, let me see here. Did I do this right? Yes, we're going to watch the highlights together. We'll keep talking, but I figure why not just watch the highlights. Maybe I'll move my camera. It's kind of right in the middle. I don't know where to put it for this kind of stuff. It's kind of weird. Perhaps like upper corner or something. We'll do that maybe. But yeah, Lakers are Garbo. Yes, they are, Jake Erickson. But anyways, tonight was a step for Edwards. Yep, and a really important step. He needs to be on way more. Because that's what opens up Cat more. That's what opens up D'Lo more. That's what opened up Malik Beasley more. Or I guess tonight Taurean Prince. You know, you just need Ant to be on. He cannot be the same like lackadaisical offensive player that is just making bad plays. So we started off the game horrifically. We were talking in the Discord. Shout out the Discord again. Last game we played against the Cavs at Target Center, we were down 20-4 to start the first quarter. And as you can see, we were down 16-4 here. Luckily, we still kind of stayed within 12 to 15 points for most of it. I actually don't remember. Did we go down by 20 at a point in this game? I feel like I can't remember. But either way, started really bad and just lackadaisical. And lately, I've been wondering if we're doing this as is this us consciously taking the first quarter off? Like, why are we so, but then if that's true, why are we such like lazy players? Why do we have to be taking off quarters? And obviously that's just me assuming, but like we don't need to be doing that. Unless we're seriously like, yeah, no, we're the 7 seed, who cares? We don't need to try for the 6. We don't need to try to stay above the 8 or the 9. We're just in it. Then whatever. I mean, yeah, take all the games off you need to and just be ready for the playoffs. But I think this is a little bit more of us coming out of the break, the All-Star break, not being in the flow of things, and just trying to will our offense. Our defense has shown up occasionally. Tonight we actually had some really good defense in the second and third quarter. But we come out of the All-Star break, and I just think we were a little like we were kind of flowing offensively before the All-Star break. I mean, not the immediate games, by the way. I love this play by Jaden and Towns. Towns cutting. I don't know. That was like a basketball IQ play that I was not expecting from Towns. Also, the ease of the pass from Jaden and the find. Great find. But someone told me being down 10 in the first doesn't matter in a game Reddit thread. I think it's just an extreme overreaction for Ant. He's great, and he has typical young player tendencies. This fan base expects him to be a damn near veteran, which is unfair to him, in my opinion. I disagree. So JJ is responding. I disagree. Takes too much energy and concentration for this team to constantly pull it off. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're talking about the first quarter. Yeah, I think it's just a bad position. If you were going to take off quarters, you'd want to win the first quarter significantly if you could. Then you could kind of take off the second and third and then win the fourth quarter. That's what a good team would do. Good teams do that. And, well, good teams win 3 of the 4 or 4 of the 4 quarters. But, I mean, if you were really going to play like that, you know how the Lakers, like, LeBron doesn't activate playoff mode until late in the year or whatever. Obviously, we're the Timberwolves. We can't be having that kind of a conversation when you've sucked for 20 years. But, hypothetically, if we're going to go down that path, you got to win the first and the last quarter. You can't go down by 15, 20 in the first quarter. That just can't happen. But now we've caught up. We are now at the point where D'Lo started to play pretty well. Ant started to play pretty well. Cat was kind of a no-show for most of this game. It's just... It was a frustrating game from Cat, but then he hit that big 3, which was really nice. But D'Lo comes alive. We started trading buckets a little bit here, but then we just took off. Because from this point on, we end up going up 86 or 88 to 66. So we go on a tear here. What is that, like a 25 to 5 run or something like that? Something weird. 25 to 7? I don't know. But Vando. So my prize picks was all wrong tonight. I said that Vando was going to get under 7.5 points because I figured with all these bigs in here, there's no way Vando's even going to attempt a shot, let alone make shots. And then, of course, he hits the over. So, weird. But great outlet. Kevin Love, like. Let's see. Yo, bro, what's up? New supporter here. Love seeing Wolves-based channels. Thank you, Goku. Why Tram? Yo, Goku. What did I just say? I appreciate it. Cats 3 at the end changed my whole view on this. It kind of did. Also, it was the moment where I realized, wait, Cat won the 3-point contest in Cleveland. This was an interesting dunk. Everybody went crazy for it. Dave Benz mainly. But that was like kind of a, I don't know, it was just like an awkward dunk, I felt like. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take any Ant dunks, because if Ant's dunking more than just the last one that he just did, he's feeling it. So here we are, 88-66 or 68. We're up by 23. And this is where Kevin Love has his revenge. And he starts going crazy. I thought Lauri Markkanen was going to go crazy tonight. Another one of my prize picks that did not hit. That was Kevin Love. So I was semi-right in the ability, or in the thought process of there's going to be a big that we can't handle that just goes off. And he did. So he switched the ball in his hand midair. That's why he went crazy. Yeah, that's true. But there you go. I think that was Kevin Love again. Kevin Love. Crazy. Hopefully we throw that going to towns late in the post now. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm really done. Like, especially tonight, it was like, why would we post up against these guys? And like Nas Reed was posting up on like Evan Mobley or at some point. I think I don't know. It's just terrible. Yeah, it was Evan Mobley, and I think it's coming up here actually. Just crazy. Um, Stream suspended. What? Can you hear me? Uh oh. You can't hear me? We're just watching highlights. Let's see. Can you guys hear me or no? Stream unavailable. That's weird.